Wrestling fans, something big just happened. Just days after the biggest WWE event of the year, WrestleMania 41, 15 WWE superstars were released. Yes, you heard that right. 15. And these weren't just random names. We're talking about former champions, NXT favorites, and exciting new tag teams. It left fans everywhere scratching their heads asking, why now? What went wrong? Well, today we're diving into the full story. We'll talk about who was released, why WWE made this move, who made the decision, and what this might mean for the future of WWE. And don't worry, we'll keep it simple and clear for everyone to understand, whether you're a longtime fan or just getting into wrestling. So sit tight, because this story is wild. Let's start with the names that were released. Some of them will definitely surprise you. First up, Braun Strowman. Yep, the monster among men is gone again. Braun is a former Universal Champion, known for flipping trucks, smashing rings, and destroying his opponents with that powerful running power slam. But this is the second time he's been released. He was let go in 2021 and brought back, only to be released again in 2025. Fans are asking, why does this keep happening? Next, Shayna Baszler, a tough MMA fighter and former NXT Women's Champion. She had a great run with Ronda Rousey as a tag team, but once Ronda left, Shayna seemed to lose direction. Still, a release? That's rough. Then there's Dakota Kai, a favorite from NXT and a member of Damage CTRL. She brought energy, creativity, and heart to her matches. This was her second release, and fans are sad to see her go again. How about Kaden Carter and Katana Chance? These two were one of the most exciting tag teams in the women's division. High-flying moves, great teamwork, and they just made their debut on the main roster. It looked like their future was bright, but now, gone. One name that really surprised people was Cora Jade. Young, fierce, and already a standout in NXT. She was seen as a future women's champion. So why let her go now? Also released, Gigi Dolan, a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, and several other rising stars from NXT and the main roster. Names like Eddie Thorpe, Riley Osborne, Jakara Jackson, Oro Mensah, and Javier Bernal. That's a lot of talent, right? So what happened? Okay, here's where it gets real. Because behind all the glitz and glamour, WWE is a business. And like any big business, decisions are often made based on one thing: money. You see, WWE is now part of a larger company called TKO Group Holdings, which also owns UFC. This means more eyes on profits, budgets, and global expansion. After WrestleMania 41, WWE made huge profits from ticket sales and merchandise. But still, the top bosses wanted to trim the roster to improve profit margins. Cutting talent means saving millions in salary and travel costs. But who makes these decisions? Well, the creative side of WWE is handled by Paul Triple H Levesque. He decides who gets pushed, who wrestles who, and what storylines to run. But the financial decisions? Those come from the top. Ari Emanuel, the big boss of TKO, and Nick Khan, WWE's president. They look at charts, numbers, and reports. And if they feel WWE has too many wrestlers in TV, they cut the roster. It sounds cold, but that's how business works sometimes. Now, some of you might be wondering, why these 15? Why not someone else? There are a few reasons. Lack of storylines. Superstars like Braun Strowman and Shayna Baszler weren't being used much on TV. If they aren't in a storyline, WWE sees them as less valuable. Injuries or setbacks. Some wrestlers had injuries or were stuck in developmental stages. Creative plans changing. WWE might be preparing for a fresh wave of NXT call-ups and needs to make room. The truth is, sometimes even talented wrestlers don't fit into the current plans. It doesn't mean they're bad. It just means WWE is going in a different direction. Wrestling fans are some of the most passionate people in the world. And when this news hit Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, Fans went wild. People were posting memories, sharing highlight clips, and using hashtags like #JusticeForCora and #BringBackBraun. Some even started petitions to bring back certain stars. Many fans felt heartbroken, especially younger viewers who looked up to some of these stars. Kids loved the energy of Katana and Kaden, the fierceness of Gigi Dolan, and the never-give-up attitude of Dakota Kai. Here's the thing about WWE releases. Sometimes, they're not forever. Remember when Braun Strowman was released in 2021? He came back stronger, and it's possible some of these stars might return too. Also, there are other places to wrestle. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, TNA, NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and even independent promotions are always looking for fresh talent. We might see Cora Jade shining in Japan, or maybe Dakota Kai pops up in AEW. Maybe Katana and Kaden tear it up in tag team wrestling around the world. There's life after WWE, and sometimes that's when wrestlers truly find themselves. So what do we make of all this? WWE made a big business move by releasing 15 superstars after WrestleMania 41. It shocked fans, it changed careers, and it reminded us that wrestling isn't just a show, it's a world full of real dreams, real people, and real change. But this story isn't over, because every ending in wrestling could be the start of something new. A new company, a comeback, a repackage, a surprise return. What do you think? Which superstar's release hit you the hardest? And who do you think will make the biggest comeback? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love stories like this, wrestling news, big returns, and real behind-the-scenes breakdowns, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. Stay positive. And remember, in wrestling, anything can happen.